Are you frustrated when the ball bounces in a way you didn't expect? So many players thinks having a good rhythm or a good timing while they're having a rally is about how quickly they can adjust to the incoming ball. But it's actually about reading the incoming ball. In other words, you want to be able to tell what kind of ball you're receiving even before your opponent hits it. This channel is about playing efficient tennis. Instead of just telling how to hit a shot, I'm going to explain the logic behind it to improve faster with less trial and error. So if you can read the ball early, you're giving your brain a mental space to make decisions. And as a result, when you get to the ball, you won't feel rushed or panicked. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about the second R, read. And if you haven't checked out the first episode, please do so because it's connected to the second episode. If you watch the first episode, you will understand more. So how do we predict the incoming ball? Well, the key is to look at how your opponent is preparing their racket before they hit the ball. By observing how they set their racket, you can predict the type of incoming ball. And this allows you to mentally prepare earlier. So spin is something that you can predict even before your opponent hits it. There are three spins that I'm going to cover today: the top spin, backspin, and the side spin. So knowing and not knowing what kind of spin there will be on the ball is actually really important. Spin changes the movement of the ball, sometimes the direction after it bounces off. And because of that, where you position yourself before you hit will change as well. So when the top spin is applied on the ball, it bounces up very high, especially with the high trajectory shot. With a top spin shot that has low trajectory, often penetrates through the court and be very aggressive. And then there's other types of spin, which is the side and the backspin. These types of spin is applied on the ball when your opponent is slicing. When there's a good pace and it travels very low, then it skids on the court, stays low, and it's going to be really difficult for your opponent to hit it back. And then there's this very loopy backspin shot that bounces on the ground and goes backward. Now, this will be the take back for the topspin forehand. They hold the racket with both hands and the racket goes up and the racket head drops, then it comes up. So you would see this racket head dropping below that ball level and they'll brush it up. So as soon as you see this dropping down motion, the next incoming ball will be a topspin forehand. So forehand slice, your opponent will change it to the continental grip. So that's the first sign. So from there to there, you would see this grip change if you pay close attention to your opponent. Then they set your racket about their head level, just like how they do volleys there. And the racket goes down diagonally. As soon as you see your opponent preparing your racket here and the racket is higher than the ball height, then that will be a slice motion. So you want to expect the next incoming ball to be either backspin or side spin. So if you know what kind of spin there will be on the ball ahead, you can prepare early. You can get to the position earlier, and that makes your rallies, your rhythm, your timing a lot easier. Let's say your opponent hits the ball away from you with this racket drop motion. You can sort of guess that there's going to be a top spin on the ball. So while you're running and getting to the position, you can decide whether to move in closer to the ball and take the ball earlier on the rise, or just move back, let the ball bounce, come up, and let it come down so you can take at the lower height. If there's a slice motion and the ball comes with a great pace, then you would know the ball stays low or sometimes it skids. Okay, so this is a simple exercise that trains to observe your opponent's movement. So next time you have a hitting with your hitting partner, just try this. Every time before your partner hits it or while he's preparing, just say top for top spin or back for backspin or side spins. The goal is to predict and say it out loud before the ball reaches the net. Okay, so we've learned how to read the ball, but just reading the ball is not enough. You have to have this good reaction. You have to activate your brain and your body to get to the ball so you can hit it back. So in the next episode, I'm going to talk about the third R, react.